finally over. We are ready to get started.
Ladies and gentlemen,
game.
welcome to the 2018 FIFA World Cup game number 10 out of 64. I'm your host, Luciano.
So
and this right here is the opening match for both Costa Rica and Serbia. It is game number 2 out of 6 from Group E. The first match from Group E was already played, which was Brazil-Switzerland, and 8 other games were played as well. All the first 2 games of the first 4 groups. And this here is the national anthem of Serbia. Serbia is in blue since Costa Rica is wearing red, because Serbia's main jersey is also red.
Costa Rica have elected to go 4-3-3. Yeah, it's quite simple, Peter, really. With
this
the ball,
is game number 10.
And without the ball,
the first 9 games, we saw score lines of something to 0. 8 out of the first 9 games had a 0 in their scores. One of those was a 0-0, which was a shocking France-Australia match. The only game that we saw both teams scored at least 1 goal each was Morocco and Iran. That game ended 3-1 in favor of Morocco, but Iran did score first, which also marks to be the only game in the Cup so far where we had one team that went down 1-0 and came back to win. It was also the only game that had the most exciting first half out of all the 9 games. The score at the half of that game was 1-1. But all the other games was like this. In the opener, we saw Mother Russia, which is also the host, beat Saudi Arabia 4-0. In the second game, we saw a hard-fought game between Uruguay and Egypt. Uruguay prevailed 1-0 with a goal from Luis Suarez on the 11th minute. In the third game, what was supposed to be probably one of the best games from the group stages turned out to be a laugher. Spain demolished Portugal 4-0. In the second game from that group, we saw the game I was mentioning earlier. Morocco-Iran. Morocco won 3-1 after going down 1-0. Iran's goal was not even credit to an Iranian player. It was credit from Morocco's miscue on a botched set play, which to me, if you look at the replay, it did look like the Iranian player did actually score. The opening match from Group C, which was Game 5, we saw the shocker of the tournament so far.
Serbia have grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck.
Australia tying France to a 0-0 draw. Go scratch your head on that one and figure out how. Because I'm still on mine. The second game from Group C, we saw Denmark beat Peru 1-0 in a very exciting defensive game. We just saw right now a Serbian goal.
You can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else.
In the last simulation I did, which was on PES 17, Serbia got all the way to the quarterfinal before losing to who they lost? Oh yeah, they lost to Denmark. No, I have to look that up again. But anyway, that's not the point. Where was I? Talking about out of this. Okay.
Costa Rica didn't expect this, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was talking about France, Australia. And then Peru, okay, yeah, I was on game 6. The opening match from Group D.
So what now?
We saw Argentina beat Iceland 2-0. The 2 goals came in the first 30 minutes. And then the rest of the game was pretty much a defensive battle. And that's how it ended, 2-0. 1 goal from Messi, 1 goal from the Bayern. In the 8th game, we saw Croatia and Nigeria play to a tight 1-0 game in favor of Croatia. Nigeria had plenty of chances, but did not score.
Has a swing at it. It's in.
Here's another goal from Serbia.
Already they're looking to run away with it.
Serbia is already beating Costa Rica 2-0 very early in the game.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out. Never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure.
Serbia did surprise in the last World Cup I did.
He's made it 2.
From PES 17, can they surprise again? The game is barely on, and it's already 2-0. I actually thought this was going to be a pretty competitive game.
Have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0. Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
The broadcasting of the game.
He's gone for it.
Wow.
More.
3 goals by the same exact guy.
All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
They already did, I think.
Calm, composed, confident.
3-0. It's not even a half hour.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice. He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball. Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat. Serbia take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Played out to the right.
Costa Rica's getting pounded, folks.
And the waiting
Pounded.
pass. And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done just about enough. Oh, it was the first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
The next game that will be brought to you from Luciano Sports TV and the 2018 Cup will be game number 11, where you will see defending champions Germany face off against the Mexicans. Can the Mexicans get some kind of result? At least a tie or some kind of revenge. You know, a tie would be some kind of whatever. A small revenge. A good revenge would be a win, but we're talking about Germany here. Can Mexico do something against the Germans? Wait and see in my next video, because even I'm curious, but I think I already know the results. But I could be wrong. You never know. In the last World Cup I did, which was the same 2018 World Cup, but in a different game. PES 17, basically on the same game, just different updates. Germany was knocked out in the round of 16 by the team that is trashing Costa Rica at the moment. Yes, folks, they were. So if Costa Rica, they gotta go back.
It just wasn't much of a gap to begin with.
It was 3-0 Serbia, now it's 3-1. Can this be the start of something special? We shall wait and see now. This is now the second game of this World Cup where both teams do not have zeros in the scorecard. It's 3-1.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
That's what I'm wondering. What the announcer just said is, I'm wondering, is it a consolation, or is it the start of something? Is it the start of a comeback?
Very well to get to that. Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
The first 8 games I brought to you guys in this same English that you're hearing here in this game. The 9th game, I did something a little special. I brought it to you guys in Spanish, from Chilean Spanish. Just because I wanted to hear the announcer say goal in a special way if Brazil scored, which they did. They won that game 3-0. Get this, 3 goals. None of them were from Neymar, and all 3 goals were from a different player each. Coutinho, and who else? Firmino, and oh wow, look at this. Maybe it is the start of a comeback. This is turning out to be the best game of the World Cup so far, folks. It's 3-2. It's 3-2 Serbia.
It was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
It was 3-0. Now it's 3-2. This is turning out to be a really good game, folks. Grab your popcorn, sit back and enjoy, because this could be a barn burner.
Costa Rica get themselves back into contention. I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
I'm sensing a comeback as well.
Deftly done. Goes for goal.
Oh wow.
In it goes.
This is a very high-scoring game.
That goal comes comfort.
It's 4-2 Serbia, right before the half.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot. Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Halftime is not even on us yet. It has already been 6 goals that will be shown in the replay at the end of the game. The replays.
Serbia, and that'll be the last act of the first half.
What an entertaining first half, folks. 4-2. Who would have thought that? Out of a lot of 1-0s, 1-0-0. But this game is pretty wide open. It's 4-2. And I would not doubt if Costa Rica can come back.
So off we go once
the way this game is going.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Look at this. Would you look at this? This is. It sure is. It's off to a flyer. Costa Rica refuses to lay down and die. They just refuse to lay down and die.
Very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
It's 4-3 now. I will be amazed if they actually tie this game or even win it. It will be epic. Because they started off down 3-0.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up. Throw it.
You know, earlier in the tournament when I broadcasted one of the games, I was talking about this. I was like, too many games of something a 0. When I'm gonna see something like a 1-1, a 2-2. I even said 4-3, and here it is, folks. A 4-3, just not the way I envisioned. That one team, the one that has 3, was down 3-0. But if they can tie the game at 4, you know, all bets are off.
Tries a through ball. It's the goalkeeper's to claim.
Well, if Costa Rica does not tie the game, at least they did themselves somewhat of a favor, because
that's a more memorable moment, which was on the cards because they started this second
losing by 4 is one thing, but losing by 1 is another. Especially when you're playing only 3 games trying to get to the knockout stage. Ooh, almost. We almost saw a tie game. How often do you see games of 4-4s? Almost never. This is a rare piece that's happening right here, folks. A rare piece. Both teams playing pretty freely, pretty open. Both teams are like, they're on target in this game.
Gets it away. Now the counter. Tosses it through.
There's Serbia on the counter attack.
Beautifully done.
Both of these teams still have to play Brazil. That's a daunting task. And Switzerland.
Looking for a decent ball in. This could fall anywhere. Aimed low and direct. And now they can launch a counter. Looks like a
Here comes Costa Rica, folks.
Now it's Campbell.
Here comes... Oh, Campbell.
Oh, he did the hard part right,
you did not eat your Campbell soup, did you?
Campbell,
well, you would have scored that goal.
With a lovely pass.
Just a side joke.
The loveliness ceased there.
Here comes Serbia.
To win it back.
Costa Rica defended.
Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Well, the ball's come loose. The shot's on! And he's there to make a great save. Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with. Looks to clip it forward. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Can Costa Rica?
From them to finally put this
can Costa Rica?
Will they?
Can Costa Rica? No, he should have passed the ball.
There is a perfect illustration as to what can happen when an attack breaks down.
That guy Campbell sure is trying.
Of this breaking sharpness?
He sure is trying.
And then some. Cuts it out.
But Costa Rica cannot get the tying goal. They dug themselves too deep of a hole for one, being down 3-0. So even if they lose,
this is good ball retention,
it's somewhat of a good result for goal differential purposes. If they are to advance due to some kind of tie.
Delicate ball. Campbell wants to play it back. Now the pass. So who's he picking out? Needs a quality cross. Up for a header.
Ooh, so close. So close for Costa Rica, but they can't punch it in. They cannot get that tying goal in. What started out to be like this game was gonna be a laughing stock, it's turning out to be pretty exciting. It became pretty exciting when the game became 3-2.
Played out to the wing. Gets it back. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Matic. And he heaves it forward.
If Costa Rica is going to tie this game and get at least 1 point out of this game, it has to be now. They have to push this ball. They have to... Nope, it looks like it's going to end in a Serbia win, folks. A Serbia win.
Well positioned to make that interception.
Yep. And there it is.
Final whistle.
That is the final score.
Wasn't the start they're looking for.
Serbia 4, Costa Rica 3 in a very exciting, high-scoring game for a change. Not the way I envisioned.
Sometimes going into chase
Not the way I envisioned.
in teams, and we're about to
But it
discover
ended
if
up
this
that
one
way.
has the substance needed
So,
to prevail. If they have it,
I will be seeing you guys next time on game number 11 between Germany and Mexico. Have a blessed Sunday and take care, y'all. See you all next time.